Time for another video update. We got the two panels that are hidden back here. Hidden, one on the bottom next to the seat, and one on the sides next to the seat back. Got those upholstered, put in place. I actually had to remake them, of course. All the floors are in place. The engine box has been located. We know exactly where it needs to be located on the floor. It was never lost. Bilge pumps here ready to put in. The platform for the bucket seats had to be adjusted on the corners today, so I had to peel that stuff back, peel the flooring back and readjust that. Made the smaller piece that you see in front of this panel. This panel is removable. And the smaller piece, of course, won't be removable, and it will be the piece that fastens in under where the kickboard goes right here across the front. So all that stuff is located in the right spots. It's going to fit. That's pretty cool. We got sealer on. Well, actually, we got all this bunged, sanded today. Well, we've had it bunged yesterday, got it all sanded down today, stained and sealed. We also have stain on the floor, stain on the rub rails and sealer on the rub rails. The rub rails are what goes right here on the boat, and then it gets stainless steel put over the top of that. We got it started on the stainless steel, buffing that out to its new luster today. So we'll come on back here to the area where we've been doing all of our upholstery work. And here is, for comparison, here's a piece that was like we started with, and I don't know if the camera will do it justice or not. But then this is the piece after we got done with buffing it. This is the new piece. Well, not new. This is the old piece that is now cleaned up and buffed. Yeah, I guess you can tell a pretty good difference even with the camera. So we got started on the stainless again today, and the other thing was just laying out all of the old upholstery parts. And it's been a while since I'd looked at them, and I don't know, Marianne, if you ever got to see how rotted out some of these pieces were. This is the piece that went behind the seat and the seat pedestal, the front seat pedestal. This was the actually it was the front of the front seat pedestal, and you can see how rotted off that is. This was the front seat pedestal, and it's pretty badly rotted where all the staples have been placed. And then this little hatch had obviously been replaced, and whatever, they just used construction grade plywood to replace it. This was the floor hatch, and one of them was missing. So this is the floor hatch, the larger of the two, that sits in front of the front seat. And you can see the discoloration and how easily that flakes away. Now, most of these pieces are actually just rotted off, which made it really difficult to make the pieces and get them accurate. And then, of course, which results in, I'm doing some adjustments today. This was the back floor hatch. And you can see the pieces flake away. That was, again, some construction grade plywood that had been replaced before. This was the porch side flooring. It's in two sections, and the two sections meet right where that seat pedestal goes. And I've got the seat pedestal sitting up here, the old one sitting up here. And then, of course, you can see these panels right here were the side panels of the flooring assembly. These actually had a rounded piece of wood that we were able to reuse that held those in place, kind of like that. And so you can see how rotted off those were. And of course, here are the side panels. That's actually, well, it wasn't usable, but it was in the best shape of about all of them. And these little cutouts areas are where some side pockets are that I've got to get stapled in tomorrow. I staple in a white, we staple in white behind the side pockets. And then this little notch up here in this panel is for the gear shift and throttle. And then here are some plates that actually we put them back on to locate them, and they're upside down where we put them back on. But anyway, we'll put those on the new panels, of course. And then here is the back seat back. And you know, pretty bad. It's badly rotted, as you can see. Like I say, I don't know if we ever documented this for you or showed you, Marianne. I know Joe had seen it. And then this is the back seat bottom board, and it's just completely rotted through right here. So, you know, and then the pedestal that the back seat sits on is these pieces right here. So anyway, so I'll kind of run you back through and point you out the different I broke another piece off. Point you out the different pieces. These were where the these are side panels in the side pockets, and there's one of those completely missing. There's another one of these, and it's oh no, there's not. This is all of them, because the gear shift is where the side pocket would be on the other side. So that's cool. So let me go back through and just describe the new parts if I didn't get them described well enough. Off in the distance, there's a real white, that's the kick panel. And in some of the photos, you've seen the kick panel actually in place. It's in the center of the picture. It's that white piece. Okay, so that's the kick panel. And it goes right up in front. It's where your feet go when you're driving, right up in here. And it fastens to the shelf. The top of it fastens to the shelf. And then there are these two supports that are shown just placed on the shelf, go down on the side panels, and it screws into those on the side panels. This is the front seat pedestal, and it's not sitting exactly where it will, so you can see some staples right now that you won't be able to see later. And there's a hatch on the floor that goes in right here. That gives you access to your battery and to look at your bilge, see how full of water it is or is not. This panel will also, this larger panel right here will also give you access to the bilge. Okay. And then back seat pedestal is under the back seat, of course. And I showed you the back seat pedestal, other back seat pedestal. So now we've got where this guy gets located, because it gets located behind the back seat right here. So we can get that located. And let me show you some of the other remnants of the upholstery, just for fun, just for giggles. Your stainless steel is over here. This is the stainless that goes on the sponsons, and as you can see, there's a pretty good ding that we're going to be taking out of that one. Oh yeah, here's some of the leftover interior pieces down here. So you can get a good idea of just what we managed to replace. And so anyway, this box is all your chrome. This box is gauges and electrical. Actually, the gauges are down below this. These are all of our clues as to how the upholstery was installed to begin with. And these are some of the old panels and so forth. So they give us some great clues. That's why we keep them around. Matter of fact, all this mess right here we keep around just for clues, and it's been helpful today to have laid this out. So believe it or not, it saves time. And then as soon as this interior is fastened in, then all of this stuff, of course, gets thrown away because it will no longer be necessary. It will have served its purpose. So anyway, that's the latest video update, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.